What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking reselling products and how they rank and how good they are to resell. So I'm not going to be doing my products here because obviously there's lots of duplicates and stuff, but I will be doing more general products which could definitely help you guys start to get into reselling, such as these right over here.
Alright guys, so here we are on the charts, and as you can see we have a few items down here, the most popular that I've seen, but we're not going to go through every single one. We might skip a few, or like we might just put like a few in the same column right away. For example, right here we literally have 1, 2, 3, they're all just cologne. We're not going to go based off of brands. This isn't going to be a 2-hour long video. I just want to make it kind of quick and just tell you the ups and downs. So starting off with the microphone, this is the Shure microphone. So this is pretty good. It's a $300 microphone. Yeah, you can get it for pretty cheap. You can sell it for pretty high. Honestly, I have not seen many people talking about this, but I have seen people sell this, and I don't think it's too much of a good product, only because the demand is definitely a lot lower. I definitely see a lot more people going for colognes, going for clothing like denim to your Spider-Punk over a microphone, a $300 microphone, as a matter of fact. So this is a good product to sell, but the demand isn't there. As a matter of fact, I might put this even in A tier. You might get a message or like an order every once in a while, but it's nothing that can consistently get you sales. Now going on to cologne, this is a hard one because back then, or I want to say maybe a few months back, even a few years back, this was enough to make you, I guess I can say, rich, which is crazy to think about, but you can easily, someone who just got into this can easily make 10K a month just from listing this, getting an order and shipping it out. It was so easy to make money with colognes back in the day, but now you got all the resellers making videos about it. I have no idea why. On TikTok saying, oh, I got you with the vendors, I got you with the vendors. Yeah, those vendors suck and they're so easy to find, so I don't know if people are paying for them, but they're doing that and people are buying from these vendors, listing them, and yeah, and it's not working out too well, especially this one, which is very saturated. This and Creed, you can't even get me started on those, the most saturated of them all. It's so hard to sell, and the worst part is, well, there's two worst parts. First, the market is so saturated, so you have to compete with more of your competition out there. Number two, because of that, you have to lower your price, because obviously you have to, like, I guess, be lower than them, but you can't be too low to make it look like it's too fake or like too good to be true deal. So it's like a really hard position, but you can still sell these. So I'm gonna put these all in B tier. Now we're gonna have accessories. I'm gonna just put all of them in one section. I'm gonna put all of them in C section. So I'm gonna do this, I guess wallet. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so the reason I say this is because these are pretty good to sell actually, but the issue is they're so oversaturated that, like, what are you supposed to do with these? You can't sell them. Like, yes, you can find a Louis belt for $10 to $20, but the quality is going to be horrible. I literally had someone talk about in a Discord server, this was, I don't even know when this was a few weeks back actually, how they were selling this. They met up with a guy and he started telling them how it was fake. All the different, like, pattern imperfections, all the stitching errors, like the big emblem was wrong. He literally called them out on the spot. That's what you get for paying $10 to $20 for a multi-$100 belt, I guess, and then trying to sell it. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to, I want to say, music, electronic music, but these are gonna be a little bit split up. So I'm gonna put AirPod Maxes and JBL in C tier, and I'm putting these AirPods in D tier. As a matter of fact, let's just put both AirPods there. These suck. So first off, just the ethical point of view, these are awful. The radiation is probably way more worse on these. They're probably so cheaply made. There's literally an X-ray image, which I'm gonna show you guys right here. There's an X-ray image of literally how, like, the AirPods look on the inside. You can literally see the quality difference, and it's day and night. You can obviously tell these are way worse. They're very cheaply made, and it's just, you're not gonna get sales with these. So it's not even that they're horrible, but you're not getting sales. Especially with, like, AirPods, eBay takes them on immediately because of the fact that it's just, why would you ever go and spend $200 on AirPod Maxes or AirPod Pros, let's just say, and then you go and sell them for $100? Obviously, no one does that. You're losing money. So obviously, a lot of the times when you list stuff on eBay, they're gonna take it down because they just know it's not real. You need receipts, or you're not selling them. It's just, this is the worst of the reselling. You see this everywhere too, which is horrible. Then you have C tier, which is the JBL. Again, this is actually a pretty good product. The only issue is that obviously This is a speaker, so the sound quality isn't going to be as good. If someone else had experience or heard a JBL speaker and they hear this, it might be a little bit different and they might notice, especially at max volume. But it's also just the fact that the demand isn't there. A real version of this costs $50. So how much are you really making profit here? Like, this would almost be D tier for me, but it's just, it still sells, it's just you're not making any money. It's not as bad as these. Yeah, but that's going to be it for these electronics. Also, I forgot to put this accessory. This is also a bracelet. That's also going to be in the C tier. Same with, okay, but sunglasses, I guess I can move up a tier, because sunglasses you can find, there's some that cost $10 to $20. And even those, the hinges feel bad, they feel cheap, but they look good. They still look the part. Unlike, for example, some of these which look horrible. But there are sellers out there that sell these sunglasses plenty for like $50 to $100, and they're literally almost exact. They look perfect, they feel great, and if you can sell them for even $200, $250, you're making a crazy amount of money for doing absolutely nothing and still selling a really good product. So this is B tier. Again, only downside is that if you're selling $1,000, $2,000 sunglasses for $200, it is a bit sketchy. So obviously that's why it has to be B tier. But honestly, I'll move this up to A tier. This is one of the better accessories to sell. I'm a big fan of these actually. Now I'm gonna do these popular hoodies. At first, I was gonna say these were gonna be C tier, but if you think about it, it's not exactly the worst, because even though you can buy these for $30, obviously a lot of people expect like, oh, I'm gonna buy these for $30 and sell them for $250, $300. That's never happening. There's way too much people that are selling these. But if you buy it for $30, you can easily sell for $100 and triple your money. Especially if you bulk buy, you can bulk sell to other people. So for example, you can buy, I want to say 20, 30 Denim Tears hoodies for $20 each. And you can sell them to someone else, all 20 at once for maybe $30, $40, $50 and make that in between money. And because you're selling so much, it actually comes out to a few $100s, which is pretty good money. Same with the Spider-Punk hoodies. Not too bad, but they are obviously overhyped. Everyone's doing it now. So literally, like, as the weeks go on, probably in a month from now, they're going to go like this, another month, this, another month. Like, this is literally what's going to happen. So if you want to get in on it, do it now. Coats, I would say they're S tier. I mean, obviously, they're limited by only being in the winter season, but it's amazing. You have popular brands. You obviously have North Face, you have Canada Goose, you have Montclair. You have so many good brands, and the fact that they're like, these coats are expensive. Like, in order to buy the replica version, it's going to cost you $150, $200 easily. But they're really good. They're made amazingly well, and as a matter of fact, you can't even tell the difference when you put real one side by side. Obviously, it's a coat, it does its job. It's not like an electronic, which is completely off and you're selling a complete knockoff. Like, they're made in the same factories, the same materials, everything. It's like, it's almost one-to-one. Moving on, I want to get this out the way. These are iPhones, and I'm not talking about, these are D tier right off the bat. It would be under here. It would be way down here if I could. And I'm not talking about buying broken iPhones, fixing them up, and selling them. I'm talking about buying the fake ones for $150 and then listing them for $300, $400 and then selling them to, I guess, uneducated people, especially the elders, which buy an iPhone thinking they're gonna get a good deal, but they get some knockoff Android emulated iPhone, which sucks. And the worst part is they don't even notice it for like the first week, but then they realize it, or someone tells them, and it's awful to see, because they're just, like, you can't do anything with these. They're horrible. Like, this is literally like full on scamming. This isn't even reselling. Selling these is scamming. Yeah, this is horrible. I would put this off the chart if I could. Yeah, but it's gonna go all the way to the right side here. This is the worst product to sell. I never want to see anyone selling this ever. Then we got watches. This is gonna go A tier. Normally it would be D tier if you just did the like the worst ones, which are like $50. Horrible quality. Yeah, it looks the part. It has the logo. It has, I guess, the colorway, but the quality, if you open the watch, would suck. So it's not gonna go D tier, only because in my mind there's the really good quality ones, like the super clones they call them, which cost $400 to $800 for like a Rolex, for example. It's gonna cost you $400 to $800 to buy a super clone Rolex. But these are amazing watches, and the fact that you save so much money is crazy, because the accuracy is 95%, like 1-to-1, 95%. There's only a 5% little difference in the gears maybe or whatever. But if you gave it to a normal watch dealer and they didn't open it up, they wouldn't be able to tell. The weight would be the same, the way it looks would be the same. The only way they would tell is probably because they open it up and they start seeing like unoriginal movement or whatever, because the super clones wouldn't have Swiss movement. It would be I guess, Korean or Chinese movement, which isn't bad. Obviously, like the movement isn't horrible. It's just the fact that it's not that Swiss movement, which is the best in the world. Purses. I'm gonna put purses and shoes in B tier just to finish off the video. These are both the same thing. There's so many variants. There's shoes that cost $1,000. There's purses that cost $10,000. You have the super high quality ones, but honestly, I'm gonna put these even lower actually, only because there's so much authenticators out there to the point where if you sell shoes or purses, you have to list them as rep, like, or as one-to-one. You can't sell them like as real and expect to get sales. Yeah, you may do that a few times, but like you're not getting customers again from that. It's just a one and done type deal. And the worst part is it's like you can't sell these because there's so much authenticators out there. Yeah, if you can find some purses, some shoes that wouldn't be, but even then, no one's really gonna buy it because there's so much like on the market already, especially for shoes. You're not gonna really take over the market anyway, unless you do more bulk deals or whatever. But there's just the demand is just not there. If someone wanted nice shoes, they would go and buy real ones, or they would go on, I guess, eBay and find some that are already someone beat you to and listed it there first, and they might have a better price than you or whatever. It's hard to compete with people in these markets. And obviously, you should join my Discord, especially if you're new. You can ask any questions here. I'm always looking at this chat here. If you're trying to get into reselling, it's a free server. You might as well join. And yeah, comment down below if you guys agree with the tier list, if you guys think the products that I rated were rated properly. And that's going to wrap up for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.